For more, let's bring in Larry Lindsey. He's president and CEO of the Lindsey Group and was director of the National Economic Council under President George W. Bush. He's also a former Fed governor. And Larry, it's great to see you again and to also help explain the significance of a vote that is going to be very, very slim. So for you, it's only if he loses and if they can't figure this out, there could be immediate consequences. What are those?
Sure. Well, the first thing is if there is no speaker, there is no House of Representatives. The speaker swears in the House, no speaker, no swearing in. Now, on Monday, the House and the Senate are supposed to vote to certify the Electoral College vote. And if there is no House, the House can't certify the Electoral College vote. So President Trump will not be president. We will not have a president until, what will happen on January 20th is Chuck Grassley, who is President pro tem of the Senate. He's the longest serving Republican senator, majority senator. He's 92, will become president of the United States. But it's hard to see how the Trump agenda passes, how we get a budget deal, how we get a tax bill action of any sort. No, this is a big vote. I'm surprised the markets have ignored it, frankly. So, this is a huge, huge event.
If they don't elect a speaker, by what date do you think Chuck Grassley becomes president, basically? On the 20th?
He becomes president on the 20th, right. So if they elect a speaker before the 20th and the House certifies the Electoral College vote, then Trump will be president. You know, I doubt we'll go that long, but it is possible that on Monday, which is when the Electoral College is supposed to be certified, it is not.
So if you were talking to Thomas Massie, to those who might have, philosophical holdouts with Mike Johnson, say he's making deals with the Democrats and so forth, I mean, what do you tell him?
Well, is he for the Trump agenda or not? It's very simple. He's voting right now. He's voting against enacting the Trump agenda if he doesn't vote for the speaker.
Yeah. Again, there's going to be some back and forth, and people can, vote and then change their mind and see if pressure is exerted. I don't know. Maybe, Larry, the market is telling us they think Johnson's going to win. It's going to turn out to be a non-event. Ho-hum, everything's fine.
Well, I hope they're right. I think there's a good chance they will be right. Maybe not on the first ballot, but there's a good chance that Mike Johnson will be reelected as Speaker, and then everything can proceed. But I'll tell you, we shouldn't be sweating this. This is a ridiculous situation to be in.
And is it ridiculous because of the margin or for other reasons?
I think it's not unusual for Washington. It's ridiculous because of the egos involved. I think when Mr. Musk pulled the rug out from under the speaker, it didn't help. They left him swinging in the wind for a week. They didn't realize they had a problem. And then the president finally woke up to the fact that he has a problem and has been lobbying hard ever since. But we'll see whether that works or not.
What do you make of the Trump-Musk partnership and the way in which Musk and Ramaswamy's goals may antagonize and divide and fracture the GOP when it has this very slim majority to begin with?
The thing is that is striking about both gentlemen. They are both very smart. I have enormous respect for both men. Right, Musk in particular is a visionary, but visionaries often don't understand how Washington works. Washington is not a visionary place; it's an implementing place, and when you try and mix the two, it doesn't happen. And I think that he has a lot of learning to do. I'm sympathetic to the criticisms of Washington, but you still got to play by Washington's rules. I don't care what you say.